challenge with hard work is that it can fatigue us, it can wear us out, it can kind of run our well of fuel dry. And I think it's just one little step that's missing, really, because at the end of the day, from the outside, hard work and inspired action, they look the same. There have been people that have looked at me over the last few years and say, wow, it looks like you are just working harder than ever. And honestly, I've been taking a lot of action, but it's been inspired action. And the difference is inspired action, it doesn't fatigue you, it doesn't wear you out, it doesn't tap you dry. Inspired action can actually fill you up, it can give you more fuel for the journey. So the big difference is taking a step before the action to kind of line up with what inspires you about the vision that you have, the goal that you've set for yourself, or the action that you're about to take. What can you pull from it that sparks joy within you? Even if the task itself perhaps doesn't spark joy, the action that you need to take, what is it that you're hoping it will lead to that will ultimately spark joy within you? How can we, before we take action, tap into our why, tap into why it is that we're out here doing this good work that we want to do? Why are we out here being difference makers? Because the more often you can tap into that, the more often you can tap into why you want to be a difference maker, why you want to be a leader, and be one who uplifts others, then the more you're going to be able to move from a place of inspiration versus, ugh, got to get it done. And the more you're going to be able to say, regardless of what the task is, no matter how menial or mundane or challenging and complicated it is, you're going to be able to move forward and say, not, I have to do this, but I get to do this. It's part of what needs to be done so that I can either accomplish this, have this, become this, or help others in a certain way. So whatever it is that you're dreaming for your life, my invitation to you today is to really just think about how you can tap into what inspires you about it, as opposed to just waking up and making your to-do list and then just getting to work. Because work, it'll get things done. But inspired action will get those same things done. I think it's more powerful. So sometimes they can get done in actually a more impactful way. Perfect example, if I know I need to write an email, and if I just kind of grab my computer, I'm like, oh, I got to get this email out of the way, and then type, send. I wrote the email, check the box, I got the action done. But if I'm in my mind, it's labeled as work, it's a task, it's just something I had to do. Then it might be a little different than the email I would write if I were to say, okay, I've got an email. I don't really feel like writing an email now, but let me take a moment and realize why. Why is it important that I write this email? Oh, it's because I'm building this community of difference makers, this incredible tribe of leaders who are uplifters to their core. And if I can maybe type up a few words on my computer and even 5% of them open the email and some way, shape, or form feel inspired and uplifted so that they can stay the course on their journey to be the difference makers they came here to be, then, oh my gosh, that is so well worth it, and so worth whatever effort it might take for me for 15, 20 minutes maybe to sit down and type. And so when I can approach it from that versus, oh, got to get this done, imagine what the email might turn out like. Imagine how different that might be, how much more impactful the messaging in the email might be, just the energy with which I send the email. So if you believe in that sort of thing. So hard work, different category than inspired action. Okay. They look the same from the outside. It's all action. Action is good. Action equals good. Yes, we need to take action to make our dreams come true, for sure. But the invitation versus hard work being just get in there, get it done, work for the sake of work sometimes. Work for the sake of work sometimes, just to be able to say, I did this, this, and this today. Here's my badge of honor, right? I've been there. I've done that. But hard work, which can wear you out, fatigue you, versus inspired action, where we actually take that moment to tune in, to tap into what it is that inspires us to take on this journey to begin with, and how whatever this action is that we need to take is kind of part of that journey. If we can look at it through that new lens, then I promise you it will change the impact you have with your action, and it will change the impact that action has on you. Because instead of being so kind of worn out and fatigued over time, you are going to create kind of a symbiotic energy that kind of fuels you for the journey. It's not to say that you're not going to need breaks and still get that presence practice in there and get in your fun and flow to kind of balance out the action. But I promise you, it's a different impact in both directions, both the impact you have on those you're hoping to uplift and serve, and the impact the action itself is going to have on you as far as your energy and your mindset go. So hope that helps. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's an inspired action you're going to take this week? Not what's the task you're going to get done, the work you're going to get done. What is the inspired action? What is it you're feeling inspired to do this week, or something that you're going to work on being inspired to do that you know needs to get done, and you need to kind of tap into your why a little bit so that you can move forward in a positive way to be able to knock it out. Okay. All right, well, I get to go teach a class right now, so I'm going to grab my music and hit the road and go teach. And until our paths cross again, just please know that I am, of course, sending you much love. Take care.